You are most welcome to Think Eyes channel. Today we are discussing anthropology. Our first question is, what is the definition of anthropology? Anthropology is the comparative study of human societies and culture. Its goal is to describe, analyze, and explain different cultures to show how groups have adapted to their environments and given significance to their lives. Second question is, in what ways is anthropology holistic? Anthropology is holistic in that it combines the study of human biology, history, and the learned and shared patterns of the human behavior and thought we call culture in order to analyze human groups. Third question is, what are the five subdisciplines or specializations of anthropology? The five areas of specialization within anthropology are cultural anthropology, linguistics, archaeology, biological or physical anthropology, and applied anthropology. Another question is, what is the focus of study of biological anthropology? Biological anthropology studies humankind from the biological perspective, focusing on the evolution, human variation, skeletal analysis, primatology, as well as other feats and facets of human biology. Another question is, what is the focus of study of linguistic anthropology? Linguistic anthropology examines the history, structure, and variation of human languages. Another question is, what is the focus of study of archaeology? Archaeologists try to reconstruct past cultures through the study of their material remains. Next question is, what is the focus of study of cultural anthropology? Cultural anthropology focuses on the learned and shared ways of behaving typical of particular human groups. Cultural anthropology focuses on the learned and shared ways of behaving typical of the particular human group. Next question is, what do applied anthropologists do? What do applied anthropologists do? Applied anthropologists are trained in one of the other subfields. They use anthropological research techniques to solve social, political, and economic problems for governments and other organizations. Next question is, name some critical issues that concern cultural anthropologists. Critical issues that concern all cultural anthropologists include ethnocentrism, cultural relativism, race, and globalization. Next question is, what is ethnocentrism and what is its importance in the study of different cultures? Ethnocentrism is the nation Ethnocentrism is the notion that one's own culture is superior to all others. Anthropologists find that ethnocentrism is common among almost all people and may serve important role in society. However, anthropology also shows the problems of judging other people through the narrow perspective of one's own culture. Next question is, what is cultural relativism and is it the same as moral relativism? Cultural relativism is the belief that cultures must be understood as the product of their own histories rather than judged by comparison with another or with our own culture. Cultural relativism is the belief that cultures must be understood as the product of their own histories rather than judged by comparison with one another or with our own culture. Anthropologists note that cultural relativism differs from moral relativism. Understanding cultures on their own terms does not necessarily imply approval of them. Next question is, what is the anthropological perspective on race? Anthropology demonstrates that race is not a valid scientific category but rather an important social and cultural construct. Next question is, what is the practice of anthropology different today than it was 60 years ago? Until the last 60 years, anthropologists usually worked in colonies or other controlled areas. natives had little choice about participating in studies and rarely read works by anthropologists. Today, people often determine whether or not they will participate in anthropological studies and frequently read the works of anthropologists. Next question is, how have anthropologists responded to the increasing interconnections among people throughout the world? Anthropologists are deeply concerned with documenting and understanding the ways in which global economic, social, and political processes affect local cultures throughout the world. Anthropologists have often been involved in advancing the rights and interests of the native peoples. Next question is, what is anthropology's relationship to other university disciplines and what sorts of jobs do anthropology majors hold? What is the anthropology's relationship to other university disciplines and what sorts of job do anthropology majors hold? Anthropology is the part of the liberal arts curriculum. Anthropology is the part of liberal arts curriculum. Both the jobs, prospects, and the careers of those who study anthropology are similar to those who study other liberal arts discipline. Anthropology course develop ways of thinking that are applicable to the broad range of occupations that anthropologists follow. Repeat it. What is the anthropology's relationship to other university disciplines and what sorts of job do anthropology majors hold? Anthropology is the part of the liberal arts curriculum. Both the jobs prospects prospects and the careers of those who study anthropology are similar to those who study other liberal arts discipline. Anthropology courses develop ways of thinking that are applicable to the broad range of the occupation that anthropologist follows.